The Arsenal agenda is getting ridiculous. I'm going to tell you exactly why on this pre-recorded video. I think it's very important for the general football YouTube conversations. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another pre-recorded video. Make sure you guys are liking the video. Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel if you're ready to do so. Follow me on Instagram at DonHussam6. Add me on Snapchat if you use that. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, OK Jersey. This is where I got this Boca shirt from. And don't forget to use the code MHF for 8% off. Let's just get straight into it because this Vinicius Jr. news to Arsenal has gotten everyone's head rattled. And people are incapable of having objective conversations about Arsenal. Shout out to one of my guys, a Liverpool fan, who even commented on my previous video. He said, some people just stop thinking logically and objectively when it comes to Arsenal for whatever reason, for all the excuses that we've heard before. The Arsenal fans are annoying and all this dumb stuff that people say online. If Vinicius Jr. was linked to Manchester City, I promise you, people would be posting and saying, if Vini joins City, we're all finished. But because it's Arsenal, everyone pretends it's impossible. Everyone pretends it's not going to happen. Everyone pretends there is 0% chance of this happening and it's just some PR. I'll tell you exactly why it's not PR later on in this video. Let me first start by the tweet that started this all. I want to go back to Ornstein's tweet, which is the first tweet that started this whole thing regarding Vini Jr. This was the Ornstein bomber that we all got. Arsenal exploring move to sign Vini Jr. from Madrid. Arsenal interest in the early stages, plus clubs not in talks yet, but idea approved at all levels. Much rests on the contract process as no breakthrough yet, and Madrid don't want to lose him out for free. So let's start off with the first topic. Number one, Madrid don't want to lose him out for free. Meaning, Real Madrid don't want to lose a player of the caliber of Vinicius Jr., of the level of Vinicius Jr. for free. This is normal. We did that this summer. Konate left for free. Salah left for free. These are two players that we could have easily, I'm not going to exaggerate, 70 million, 80 million for Konate, 60 million for Konate, 30 million, 20 million, 40 million for Salah, probably around 100 million for both players, 110, whatever. We could have gotten that much money. So now, Madrid don't want to lose him on free. The other part is, when Ornstein says approved at all levels, let's take a step back. Forget who you support, forget who you hate, forget who you like. When David Ornstein says approved at all levels, does that not logically mean that the people at Arsenal, Berta, Arteta, whoever it is, the sporting director, the people in charge, sat down together and had a conversation about the level of wages Vini requires? If I am going to go sign a player on Vini's level, I expect to pay Vini level wages. This is normal logic that everyone completely loses as soon as Arsenal is the conversation. So if I'm going in for a player of Vini's caliber, 450 grand a week, I know that I'm going to have to pay him 500 grand a week, and the difference becomes the image rights, because it's reported that Madrid own 50% of his image rights and Arsenal are going to give him 100% of his image rights, which obviously means something when it comes to the finance of this whole financial conversation. But regardless, if Vini Jr. gets 500 grand a week, he's worth that. He will pay that back in shirt sales alone, probably in a week's period. He will pay back the whole year's worth of wages just in shirt sales alone. So this notion that 500k this, 500k that, he's worth that anyway. It makes sense to give him that money anyway, because Vinicius Jr. is a player of that caliber, of that level, of that quality, that demands that level of wages, and it's completely normal. Now, let's go to the second tweet, because it's very easy for people to quote Plettenberg and to speak about the stuff that he said. But let's read the whole tweet. Maybe we can analyze it and understand what Plettenberg is saying. Just in, Arsenal are preparing the first official offer to submit for Vini Jr. The players' camp have been informed. Madrid have sent a new offer. They hope to reach an agreement for a contract renewal. Here you go. Florian Plettenberg. So, in the last 2 days, the conversations have started. Arsenal are preparing their first bid. So where does this notion come from that there is a 0% chance Arsenal get Vinicius Jr.? Based on what? Based on what it's a 0% chance? Based on what? Based on your feeling? Well, guess what? Arsenal got Ozil and Sanchez when they were in way worse positions than they are right now. They weren't Premier League champions. They weren't Champions League finalists. And they got Mesut Ozil out of Real Madrid. And they got Alexis Sanchez out of Barcelona. And Alexis Sanchez is a South American player that grew up dreaming playing for Barcelona and Madrid. And he left to join Arsenal. So this notion that, oh my God, Vini joining Arsenal is never going to happen. Big transfers like this have happened before. They've done it twice, Ozil and Sanchez. I'm going to go to the third tweet and then I'm going to stop sharing screen and just talk about this, just unpack this completely. Let me just show this. Arsenal are prepared to offer Vini a salary higher than Mbappe in a bid to bring him to the Emirates. Mikel Arteta sees the Brazilian international as his dream signing and wants Arsenal to build the project around him. However, Vinicius still prioritizes staying at Real Madrid despite Arsenal's lucrative proposal. Now, I speak for the Arsenal fans here when I say no Arsenal fan will deny that, of course, Vinicius probably wants to remain at Real Madrid. I myself am saying that most likely Vini Jr. wants to remain at Real Madrid. This is not form of a secret. This is not some form of secret. This is not some form of like something that no one knows. Yes, obviously, Vini wants to remain at Real Madrid because he adores the club. The fans adore him. The club adores him. We understand that part. I'm simply saying to pretend that there is no percentage chance of it happening. Shout out to my guy, Akia. He's top 5 Arsenal hater probably in the planet. And even he said today, listen, 25% chance that Vini Jr. joins Arsenal. And that's all I'm saying. When it comes to Arsenal agendas, every single fan base, had we gotten the same exact Ornstein bomba, every single one of us would have gotten excited. Every single one of us would have recorded videos and reels and pre-records and the same stuff that I'm doing right now. I would have done that times 5 had Vini Jr. wanted to join Liverpool or we got an Ornstein bomba on it. If we got a bomba, Liverpool are exploring Vini Jr., I would have gone mad. I would have gone absolutely ballistic. I would have done videos, reels, I would have done shorts, I would have done live streams, I would have done collaborations. But this sort of like joy police approach to almost make Arsenal fans seem like they're crazy for being excited about linking to a player like that. Martinelli and Trossard, let's assume it happens. It's going to be Vini and Tzolis. That's not just an upgrade. That's like going from a bicycle to a Lamborghini. That's a huge upgrade. You basically get young Trossard and Tzolis, and you go get Vini Jr., who is not even on the same caliber as Martinelli. He's levels above. So this sort of like happiness police approach that we've seen online by so many people just to basically stop Arsenal fans from being happy online, I think is some of the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I don't understand this thing that as soon as something is Arsenal related, everyone just stops thinking logically and everyone just stops using logical trains of thought. Why would Ornstein say agreed on all levels if Arsenal can't afford him? Why would Arsenal explore a player they can't afford to begin with? This is the thing. I'm saying, guys, let's be logical. Tell me Vini wants to stay at Madrid. Tell me Vini likes Madrid. Tell me he doesn't want to leave Spain. No problem, but don't make up this BS narrative. And now let's get to the PR argument. Some people tell you, it's PR. He just wants to sign a new contract. If it's PR, why didn't Fabrizio tweet it? Because we know that Fabrizio is the agents and the players guy and Ornstein is the club guy. So obviously Ornstein got this from his Arsenal source. So the question now becomes, what PR does this help Arsenal with? Let's assume that the scenario is, hey guys, we attempted Vini, but we are stuck with Martinelli and Trossard. How's that PR? That's negative PR. That will make Arsenal fans be miserable, if anything. That won't make Arsenal fans be happy. That won't make Arsenal fans be excited. That won't make Arsenal fans look forward to the new season. That will make Arsenal fans be miserable. That will make Arsenal fans be sad that they attempted to sign a player of Vini's quality. They didn't get him and they signed no one. So how's that PR exactly? PR is something that makes your club look good. Arsenal going in for Vini, not getting him, and then remaining with Martinelli and Tzolis makes them not look good at all. So if anything, it's negative PR. It's not positive PR. So this notion that it's like some form of PR just to make the Arsenal fans satisfied, for what? For what? Because anyone that they get after Vini, unless it's Kvaratskhelia or whoever, it's a downgrade. So why? How would that be PR from Arsenal's level? Hey guys, We attempted Vini Jr., but we're not going to get him, so now we keep Martinelli. How's that PR? That's negative PR. That will make all your average Arsenal fans mad. Okay, we didn't get Vini, but let's go try get someone else. That's what all the Arsenal fans will say. So this notion that it's PR is stupid, because this doesn't help anyone except maybe Vini get a new contract, but it doesn't help Arsenal's PR, because I'm talking about Arsenal's PR, because PR has two sides. Anyway, I think the Arsenal agendas are ridiculous, and today's video was very important because this covers the elements of football YouTube anyway, with the way that this platform is going. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me everywhere. Don't forget to check out our sponsor. Peace out.